Today we're checking out another projector from Allking, this time the new 2023 model V30, which is native 1080p resolution, also supports 4K. I want to thank them for sending this over to review on the channel, but currently it's on sale for about $100 off. I'll leave a link with current pricing and more information down below. So let's go ahead and get started. It's 480 ANZ lumens, also comes with a 100-inch screen and tripod. It's got 60 and 4P digital keystone correction. It's got 15,000 to 1 contrast. Also has dual band Wi-Fi, so you have 5 gigahertz and 2.4. Comes with Bluetooth 5.1. You can also use a USB drive on this. It's going to work with anything that has an HDMI connection. It'll also work with a USB drive and with Android or iOS. Inside the box, you've got your 100-inch projection screen, tripod, pretty small remote control, power cable, audio video cable, HDMI cable is included as well. You've also got some cleaning supplies, user manual, and then instructions for connecting your iOS or Android device. Okay, a little bit smaller than I was expecting. It's got a glossy white paint finish to it. You've got your lens cap here on the front and remote control sensor. You've got your air filter here on the side. Some more ventilation on the opposite side. All of your connections are here. You've got 2 USB ports, 2 HDMI ports, audio, video, and a headphone jack. Here on the back is where you plug in the power and your remote control sensor. You've got your focus and keystone adjustment there on the top, and then some controls, power, back, source, menu, and your directional arrows. Here's your threads on the bottom for the adjustable foot, and then you've got threads here in the middle for your tripod, or if you want to mount this to a ceiling, and then 4 rubber feet there as well. Now, once you get it hooked up, you'll notice the projector is bright enough to use with all lights turned on, but it's going to look much better once they're all turned off. As you can see, pretty simple home screen with shortcuts to your different sources, Android and iOS mirroring, settings, comparison mode, corner correction, sound picture setting, and specifications. You also have several wallpapers to choose from, and you can change what the screensaver is as well. The keystone correction is pretty simple to adjust by each corner if you need to. Then you've got shortcuts over on the side as well, like image mode, color temperature, volume, sound mode, surround sound, shutdown timer, and projection setting. And then you have most of your typical stuff under projection settings: projection mode, rotation, zoom in and out, vertical and horizontal correction, corner correction, and then keystone correction reset. You also have network settings, Bluetooth. You can also switch themes, and you have even more settings like key tone, so it doesn't make a beep every time you move around the screen, and you can change the screensaver time as well. And then once you connect to your streaming device of choice, the picture quality on here is actually quite good, much better than I was expecting. And I feel like this is what this projector is best at: streaming movies, TV shows, YouTube videos, that kind of thing. It's got nice contrast, nice and bright colors, and everything is pretty clear on here for the most part. Maybe not quite as good as some of the others I've tested, which have autofocus. And then the built-in sound is nice and loud, although it doesn't have much bass, so you'll probably want to use external speakers. Here's a quick sample just to give you an idea of what it sounds like. It also looks pretty good when connecting to my iPad, and you'll notice text is nice and sharp on here, which makes this one easy to use for presentations and things like that. You can also play mobile games on here without too much lag, at least in my testing. It may depend on which games you're playing. I also tested out some retro games like Punch-Out, and it looks really good on here. If you wonder why I'm always showing this game, I could probably play it all day if I had the time. I also like to test out Rocket League because that one gives me a good idea of how it handles faster paced games. And surprisingly, this one seemed to handle it without too much effort, at least on my Xbox. The graphics look good, and there didn't seem to be much lag or delay to where you would notice it. So my first overall impressions of this projector by Allking: it's a nice option for someone just getting started with projectors. Maybe you need one for your basement or theater room. I think it would also work for a game room, again, depending on on what types of games you play. It's got plenty of brightness, and even though the fan noise may be a tad louder than some of the others I've tested, I feel like this one's a good option for anyone looking for a more affordable projector. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.